Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Fortunate Creations. It's actually afternoon, but who cares? Who knows when you're watching it anyway? All right, this is another installment. Is that what it's called? Episode of January brunch. As you can see, our brunch box is getting quite full. So we have the burrito, the mimosa, the latte, the hot dogs, and the mini hot dogs, and the cinnamon buns. Today, I'm going to show you how to do the pizza. We went with pepperoni pizza. Of course, you can make any kind of pizza you want, but here it is. All right, let me set this down, and we're going to start making it. So, a little background is I was using a book and someone else's patterns, and then I decided, you know what? Sorry, my hair's bugging me. I decided, you know what? I can do these on my own. So here I am. So each day I've been asking the people in my live show in the chat to tell me what they'd like to see next in the brunch. Today it was pizza. So I had to come up with a pizza recipe, and here it is. So I'm going to talk you through it as I do it because I've only made this one, so I'm going to try to talk myself how to do it. So we're going to start with a chain. I believe it's 12, but I'm going to go ahead and chain 12 and see what it looks like. So you need a color that's going to be the crust. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what? We'll just go with 12. What if it's not the same size? It's fine. I think it is. This one's a little bigger. All right, so we'll go with 15. I don't want any smaller. 13, 14, 15. All right, so you're starting with a base chain of 15. Am I right? Yes, base chain of 15. And then normally I do my first row in the bump in the back, but I'm not going to. This time I'm just going to do it regular because I really want it to look like a crust. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a row of single crochets all the way back to give us our base row. All right, so we're trying to make it look a little bumpy like crust, yeah? Okay. Keep that in mind as you're making it. So you don't want to make your stitches too tight. You want them kind of loose so that it looks like a crust when you're done. So this is actually the top of the bottom crust. We're going to make 2 of these because what I did was I cut out a slice. I cut out a shape of cardboard shaped like the pizza, and I put it in the middle so that it holds up. It holds up to, it stands up. So I'm doing that. All right, let's see. So here we are. All right, here we are. You know what? I hear people talking in my kitchen. So I'm going to have Alexa play the sound of a fan. Then you won't hear. Hopefully that'll drown it out. Okay, so we're getting to the end now. We're going to want to do, I did doubles. Okay, so the next round you're going to chain 2, and we want it to taper in. So you're going to go ahead, chain 2, skip the first one, and go into here. Okay, so you want it to be a little triangle, and it's starting to lean in. And then you're just going to do, oh, I did a half double because it's a habit. You're going to do a double right into that second stitch. So you're skipping the first stitch, you're going right in to here. Now, a lot of this is going to be covered with the cheese and everything as well, but be as uniform as you can with it. So we're going to go across, and we're going to do a row of doubles. So this is going to be the part of the crust where you can see it above the cheese a little bit. Okay. All right. All the way across with the doubles. Now, as you get smaller, you know what I mean? You're tapering in. As you get smaller, you're going to go down to half doubles. But I believe I did 2 rows of doubles. I think I did. So we're going to do that. So like I said, you guys, I was literally just doing this to see what it would come out looking like, and I didn't write anything down. So now I'm trying to recreate what I did. All right, so we're all the way at the end here, and we're going to finish this up. You know me, I always slide that little nubby over there. And here we go. Okay, chain 2, and we'll do one more round of doubles. But again, on this end, you're going to skip the first one. You're going to go right into that second one and do a row. I'm not tapering on both sides or reducing. Okay, so you're actually going to make 2 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going. Chain. I'm only chaining 1 and turning now because I'm going to start with the half doubles here. Okay, so I'm actually trying to multitask right now. My friend Miss C from Miss C's Cottage is live, so I have her on right there, and I'm trying not to miss anything, but I do have the volume turned down. Miss C, honey, I'm here. I'm listening. I'll be back in a minute. So you're going to go ahead and make 2 of these. So each row, you're going to go ahead and make it 1 chain less, or 1 stitch less. Okay, until you come to the point. And then when I get to the point, I put a little picot on it because it's the point of the pizza, right? See how it's going like this? And each side goes a little bit. So go ahead, keep going. With each time you turn it around, now it's all half doubles. Skip the first one, go to the second one, and keep making it smaller. And I'll be back. The one, and I have to make another one because when you put the cardboard in between, you're going to want to cover it up. You don't want to see cardboard on the bottom. So here's the one. Now you see it tapers in. Each row tapers in just a little bit. So you're going to do 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, da, 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 all the way down till you get the one. And then do a picot on the end, chain 3, and do the picot. And then what I did as a hindsight was I went ahead and I did a row of half doubles all the way around. So I'm going to make another one of these, and then I will come back and tell you what to do next. Next, we're going to make the cheese. So hold on. So now that you have 2 pieces, you can go ahead and cut a piece of cardboard that'll fit right in the middle. Make sure it fits between them nicely. Okay, and you can go ahead and set this aside. Now, the cheese is kind of the same idea, only you're going to start 1 chain less than what you started for your crust. So if you started the crust with 15, you're going to start with 14 because the cheese needs to be a little bit smaller, right? So we're going to chain 14, and we're going to do the exact same thing. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm about to knock something over. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what? I'm going to do 13. I want a little bit smaller. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. So each row, you're going to, I would do all half doubles. So each row, you're going to do the row of half doubles. Each row, you're going to decrease it by 1 until your cheese is about the same shape as your pizza slice. All right, so let's do the base row of the doubles. Again, don't do it in the back bump. You don't want that thick of a base row right now. You just want a regular old base row. You don't want anything fancy. And honestly, you guys, it's cheese, and it's supposed to be melted cheese. So it's not supposed to be very uniform at all, right? If you guys are trying to make this and it's not clear enough, shoot me a message, shoot me an email, and I will write down the recipe for you. But it's really pretty easy. And this is not a beginner tutorial, right? So you should know what a double and a half double and a chain and all of that stuff is. If not, like I said, send me a message and I'll talk you through it, okay? These are all my own patterns. I made them up as I go along because that's actually the challenge I decided to give myself. I do have a book of all sorts of food in it, but I decided to make my own and make my own patterns for them to see how good I am at challenging myself to make this menu. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to go ahead all the way down to the point, and I'm going to make this pointy cheese. So go ahead. Okay, so now that I have the 2 pieces of the crust done, go ahead and do 1 row of single crochets to attach them to each other. Okay, it's going to look kind of like this. Set that aside because it's now time to make the pepperoni to sew on the cheese. Okay. I start with a magic circle. If you're not a magic circle fan, you don't have to start with a magic circle, but that's what I do. All it is 8 single crochets in the magic circle. Now, if you want to chain 4 and make a circle, that's fine. However you're comfortable, you're pretty much just making 1 row of single crochets. That's why I think the magic circle is good, because you can just pull it tight and it makes it the pepperoni, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If you want bigger pepperoni, make it bigger. Might be tough if you make it any smaller because, I mean, it's little, right? So make sure when you tighten it, it makes its little circle, and you can go ahead and slip stitch into the first chain or the first single crochet. And there you go. You've got your pepperoni. Little round pepperoni. It's adorable. Okay. Make as many of those as you want to be on your pizza. Now, I actually even made one that I didn't close up all the way, because you know how sometimes when you cut your pizza, the pepperoni gets cut in half. So I made a half slice of pepperoni so I could take it and put it on the side of the cheese, you know, so it looks kind of like that, like the cheese got cut. So we'll make another one of those. I'll show you how to do it without the magic circle in case there's some of you that don't like it. So chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and slip stitch into the first and make your chain 1, or make your circle, chain 1, and then just do 8 single crochets inside that little loop. Now, another reason I like the magic circle for this is you can tie it completely, or you can pull it completely shut. I struggle with this method getting it actually closed all the way. So I don't want my pepperoni to have a hole in the middle. But when I'm hiding my tail, I can just do that. Okay, so pull this tight. That's 2 pepperonis. And then for my next pepperoni, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the half one using the magic circle. Okay, so let's cinch this one up completely. And like I said, I have to pull it tight. There you go. You want the circle to be completely closed. You don't want your pepperoni to have holes in it because, I mean, normally your pepperoni doesn't. My pepperoni doesn't. Okay, so that's the second one. And then the third one, I'm going to do a half one so that it can look like it's on the side of the pizza and it can look like it's been cut in half. So I'm only going to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 6 singles. 4, 5, 6. Now with this one, you're going to pull it snug, but not tight. Okay? You don't want to tighten it all the way because you want it to look like a half slice. So I go ahead, pull this like a half circle. See that? Like that. Okay? So it looks like half a circle. And then you can put it right on the side of the cheese. Now, you're just going to strategically sew your cheese onto wherever you want it. So I'm going to put the half one that I just did right along the edge. Where'd my needle go? Here it is. Just stitching it right on there. And it doesn't matter what it looks like on the other side because that's going to be up against your crust so you won't see the sew-in. So sew this here right on the edge so it looks like when you slice the pizza, the pepperoni got cut in half. Okay. It's so cute. I love it. There we go. Sew that pizza, that pepperoni right on there. I love it. And I'm going to go ahead and take this through here. And I'm going to go ahead and sew it completely on there. That way the pepperoni pizza looks like it's attached right on the corner where it got sliced. See how that goes like that? Okay. So the other two on, using your ends wherever you want them. Keep in mind you're going to have to add eyes if you want to. I add eyes to mine, so you're going to want to add eyes if you want to. I don't know what I can't tell you what happened is I look like this because I'm trying to teach my dog to swim in the tub, and I don't know who got wetter, him or me. So that's why I look like a drowned rat. All right. Sew this on. And I recommend going all the way around the pepperoni because you don't want it to peel off. I know that sometimes when you buy pepperoni pizza, it curls up. So you can do that as well. Make it look a little curled up, but there's how I'm doing mine. Yeah, one more to put on there. Randomly, I'll just stick it up there and sew that right on there. So here we go. In and out, up and down, however you want to stitch it. And again, go all the way around. In there. Leave that there. I'm going to bring the other one down in. Tie them off so it is secure, and then I'm just going to leave them because you're going to tuck it between the cheese anyway. Okay, so here we go. Here's the cheese with the pepperoni. Now we're going to take the two pieces of the crust that we attached together, and we're going to add the cheese. It's cracking me up. I just love pizza. So you can put it on either side, depending on how you like your pizza to look. Let's see here. I'm going to put it on that side. So now you want to take a piece of white thread and you want to sew on. Oh, here it is. I got one already cut. You want to sew the cheese onto the crust. While you do it, you can tuck the ends of the pepperoni and everything right up underneath there. So you're not going to see any of the ends. And it does give it a little extra puffy, so that's kind of cool. All right, here we go. Go up from the inside, right? There we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ta-da-da-da-da. And again, you're not going to see it because you're using white on white, and the other ones are going to be tucked inside between the slices of the pizza crust. All right. I'm telling you, I'm loving this challenge. And the box that I made to put the brunch in. This might be the end of the January brunch. I don't know how much more I can fit inside that little box, but we'll see. I could always make dinner a separate box, right? We'll do January Super Bowl party dinner. Maybe I'll do a foot-long sub. That would be funny. Okay, so you see I'm sewing this right on. And then as I get closer to where there's a smaller spot, I'm just going to go ahead and tuck all the tails right inside. There we go. Nobody wants their tails to show, right? Stretch it over if you want. However you want your cheese to look. It's your pizza. There we go. Put this inside. I'm going to tie it off. And then I'm going to hide it and tuck the cardboard inside. So we're going to tie this off. Obviously, I cut too long of a strand, but I'll save it for scrap for later. Okay. Okay, so we have the cheese and the pepperoni all attached. Life is good. Now, we got to put the eyes on. If you're going to put eyes on, now would be the time to do it. I used to put the eyes on with my teeth, but I did find this tool. I had to change it a little bit. There was a stopper right here because this tool was to put on snaps. So I took this stopper out and there's now a hole in the bottom. So I can do the eyes here. So let's get an eyeball out. Okay, well, two of them actually, right? Let's get two eyeballs. They're not the same size. Here's one. Make sure they're the same size, for goodness sakes. Can't have two different size eyeballs. Okay. Alrighty then. Now, I'm new at this tool, so bear with me on this. So you want to decide where your eyes are going and put them through. You want to put them on now before you sew the back or the two crusts together because you want to make sure they're hidden, right? Okay. Okay, so here's where the tool comes in. Okay. So I put the eye on the tool and the back in the hole. Did the back go in the hole? Did I drop it? Oh, no, it's right there. All right, hold on. The back in the hole is the really important part. And then it works. There you go. Okay. And then we're going to put the other one on. Make sure we've got it through there. Again. Oh, I'm so glad somebody told me on my live this morning or yesterday to try this tool. And they're so right. It works so well. And it spares my teeth. There it is. Okay. Now his little eyes are on. And now I'm going to sew this together. So stay tuned. Okay, time to sew up the pizza. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Okay. All I'm doing is single crochet all the way around the outside. That's it. Nothing fancy. You can do half double if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Single crochet all the way around the outside. Just to stitch it up. Tighten it up, stitch it up. Make sure your tails are all tucked inside. And here we go. It's going to be a little tricky at first because you're holding the cardboard and the two pieces of this and all the tails and this and that. Just take your time and do as you can. And here we go. Once you start and the tails start tucking in, you'll be fine. And you don't even have to hold the cardboard in there right now. Just make sure you insert it before you get it completely sewn together. Right? Right across the top. Here we go. You could also do a slip stitch if you want, but I kind of like how it looks. It makes it look crustier. It makes it crustier. Okay. Here we go. Now's a good time to make sure everything's tucked in and where it needs to be. Okay, here we go. Finishing up. I'm coming to the last couple, and then the last thing we're going to have to do is put the mouth on. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. And I believe the brunch box will be done, but I do still want to make sure. I mean, obviously, I still have stuff I want to be doing in here. So, all right, we're going to take this and tie it off. I left a tail just in case I find a spot that's not tied off right. You can stuff this and make it a little puffy if you want. All right, so I'm looking down for the black that I've been using for scrap as the mouth. Of course, I don't have it right here. I have brown. Hold on one second. Oh, I'll find it in a minute. Okay, so we're tucking the tails, getting those in. You know what? I could do a green mouth so it looks like maybe there's bell pepper on it. That would be fun because I do like pepperoni and bell pepper. You could even put on some little specks of yellow so that it looks like there's a onion on it. You can, I mean, whatever you put on your pizza. Put on pineapple if you want. Whatever you normally put on your pizza, the sky is the limit. Okay, let's get this in here. And then the tails are hidden. Now, trim this off. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use brown for his mouth just because I think it's cute. So I'm going to go ahead, find the end of this brown right here. And I'm going to use the brown for his mouth. I think that's a cute mouth for him. Okay, snip. All right. Now, I have been using a mix of yarns just because this was really kind of like a challenge that wasn't planned, put it that way. I didn't plan to do it this way, but I'm doing it this way now, and I'm glad I am. So, if that makes any sense whatsoever. All right, so where's this smile going to come up? Right here. When I'm doing a smile, I always go in under the eyes, obviously. Go in under the eyes. Then I come back up and have a point somewhere by the mouth, by the chin, right? Because you want it to come in twice. And have him smiling at you. We'll be smiling, man. Oh, look at that. I made his mouth different. Wait till you see it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hold on. Hold on here. Come on. Let's see. What did I do? Come out. Oh, I messed it up. All right. Well, we're going to start again. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, anybody. I'm going to start again. Okay. Let's just see. I like to lay it down here so I can see where it's going to be. Okay. So I've got to come out here. Go in here. Come up here. Yeah, I'm absolutely talking to myself while you guys are watching. Don't pull it too tight because then it will look like a weird smile, right? You want it to be a natural little cute smile. And then back in here. All right, I'm going to hide this tail. Come out there, wherever, because I'm just going to snip it off at this point. There we go. Just want to make him look like he's smiling at you, not like he's eating a lemon. My goodness, how cute. Are you guys ready for the cuteness? I don't think you're ready for the cuteness. You snip that off. There we go. There's your smiling little pizza. All right, you guys, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, check out the rest of the brunch menu. It's adorable. I've got it in this little box here. We're going to add the pizza to it. There we go. We got pepperoni pizza, latte, a mimosa, pigs in a blanket, a foot-long hot dog, cinnamon buns over here, and then the breakfast burrito. There you go. Happy brunch, everybody. Remember, if you like this, share it, like it, do whatever you want. I hope you have a blast with it. Come on back. I'm going to be doing a different menu. Probably be doing dinner next for January. All right? So remember, everybody always be happy, be kind, and be creative. See you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out.